Hey, I'm back with another video. It's Halloween. Tomorrow is going to be Halloween, and I really haven't really done a whole lot for Halloween. I was hoping I could have my house all straightened up and, maybe put some decorations up, but it just didn't work out that way, and so that's just the way it is. But I have decided to go ahead and make some sort of special sweet treat, and I asked my son what he wants this year. Now, we generally make a lot of chocolate things for the holidays or special occasions. But this year he wanted orange. And, I don't really have a whole lot of time to go get like cake flour mix and make it from scratch. So I decided to use the Duncan Hines cake mix. Now I know that Duncan Hines does have an orange flavor cake mix, but it's very hard to find in stores. And when I looked online to actually purchase it, I was kind of shocked by the price. So I decided to just go ahead and purchase a classic yellow cake mix and kind of improvise a little bit. Okay, so I started off with just following the instructions on the box. So the back of the box has the instructions, which says 1 cup of water, 3 eggs, and half a cup of vegetable oil. I decided to only add a 1/4 teaspoon of the pure orange extract. Now, because I'm adding food coloring to this mix, I decided to add an additional half a cup of sugar, mainly because I've noticed that when I use red dye coloring, sometimes it makes the dough or whatever I'm making very bitter. So I wanted to be safe and, just avoid all of that. So I decided to throw in an extra half cup of sugar. Now, you'll never believe that I picked up this box of food coloring at the Dollar Tree. I was quite pleased to find it, only for $1.25. And I was a little thrown off at first because, I noticed it said something about Easter egg dye. And I understand that some people use regular food coloring for Easter eggs, but it kind of threw me off. But when I got it home, I was quite pleased with the results of the colors that I got. So yeah, if you're interested in this, you can find it at the Dollar Tree. No, because my original goal was just to make orange donuts, I kept thinking, okay, well, I know the combination of what makes orange is it's yellow and red, and it suggests like 50 drops of red, but I swear you don't even need that much. You don't need very much to get a lot of vibrant color from this dye. Now I decided to not just have orange donuts, but I also wanted to make a few green ones too. This is just like, the holiday with Halloween. So, when I think of green, I think of like monsters, like, Frankenstein or something. Plus, I just didn't want just a big thing of orange donuts. I kept thinking, well, let's just throw some other colors in there. But you can make all kinds of colors. Another good color for Halloween is also purple. The instructions for purple are also on the box. Okay, after I mixed the batter, then I split the batter in half by pouring it into another bowl, and then I added the food coloring. Now, these are the pans that I purchased from Temu. And I have never worked with silicone pans before, and I was a little afraid to do it because I kept thinking, when I look at them, they look like, I guess it's like a form of plastic to me, and it's just in my mind, it's like I've never worked with this before, and I kept thinking, surely this is going to burn a little bit, but anyway, I kept thinking, well, I'm going to go ahead and put them on top of like a pizza pan because I kept thinking, what if they slip through the rack in the oven? I mean, I'm just really not used to these silicone pans. But yeah, I think they're really cute. So I was just interested in seeing how they were going to turn out. I was a little nervous. And because I'm nervous about using silicone pans and not really knowing, if they really are as non-stick as they say they are, I just wanted to be sure. So I added a little bit of cooking spray into the pan. Now, I know when I make cupcakes, it's usually advised not to fill the cupcake little paper all the way up to the top. So I figured the same thing would go for donuts. So I didn't mean to pour too much into the pan, but this was my first batch, and I kept thinking, well, you know what? This is going to be so many leftover donuts. So if this batch doesn't turn out, I guess it'll be okay. I can handle it. But this is what the donuts look like before they were put in the oven. Okay, so you know what? I'm really happy with how these turned out. Now, some of them did spill over in the pan. Look at this one right here in the front. You can't even see the defining hole in it because I put too much batter in it. But I found an easy solution to that problem. Just pull it out of the pan, and if you have some kitchen shears, just trim the excess around the donut. And if you can't see the hole in it, just take the scissors and lightly poke through. It's just a very small layer of excess batter, and the donut will be just fine. Now, of course, the real reason why I made this video is because I wanted to test out these silicone pans. And I'm going to tell you, I'm very happy with them. I know that they have different shapes. So now I'm really interested in trying the different shapes, pans, you know, because I'm so pleased with how this pan worked out for me. And I will tell you, it's very little cleanup. I mean, the donuts just pop right out. And they're very easy to clean. I did make some glaze for the donuts, okay, which I did not show you in this video. But I made the donut, the glaze, and then I also separated them into two different bowls because I did color them. I colored one glaze with orange. I created orange dye, and then the other one I made green. And here is the recipe that I created or used, I guess, for the glazed donuts. Feel free to copy it if you want to. Yeah, because of the time issue, I'm not going too crazy, and I'm not really that great at cake decorating and all that stuff. So I just got some of these cute little sprinkles at Walmart. It's a big container, and you get a lot of different little selections. Some of them are like regular sprinkles. Some of them are shaped like little ghosts. Some of them are like little circles. You know, just the typical like Halloween type shapes. And here are my orange donuts. Now, even the green ones are orange flavor. Okay, they're just colored green. So I'm really pleased with how these came out. They are rather small in size. And you know, the good thing about it is they fit the little cupcake holder that I got at the Dollar Tree. And here's another view of the donuts. Hopefully it's a little bit closer. And here are the pans that I purchased from Temu. They come in pink, orange, and blue. And if you're interested in these, the link is in the description box. I also wanted to say that, you know, I have always wanted to make donuts, and I think this is a really good option for people who are a little bit, you know, uncomfortable with actually frying them. I will fry some donuts eventually, okay? But for now, these pans are just, you know, they're working out just fine. Thank you for watching.